everybody, it's Zero Gear Plus, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV! I still haven't gone to bed yet, because I'm just going to record a bunch while I'm super happy. Again, looking for that comment in the description telling me if you guys like it when I'm like this or not. Okay, so, I should not be over here because this is like a really stupid place to land, and I have to admit that the guy's judgment in parking here was really terrible. So, we're on the moon, and I do not have to go to Bahamut's place because, well, I was already there. So, we can just go here to the Crystal Palace. Okay, I was kind of playing that up a little bit more than I should have. I was making it look like I was having difficulty finding a parking spot, but I don't know, it's just something about my OCD. I have to land right here. So anyway, now that Kane's back in our party, and he should really be in the front. Now, Ed, you are using your Engetsu? Yes, you are. Kane is in pretty good shape. He's got Genji equipment, because Golbez just happened to have some lying around, and the Gungnir, which is, I think it's non-elemental? If not, it's wholly elemental, but I don't even think it is that. But in any case, it is still throw elemental, so I can take, you know, perfect advantage of that. I just kind of want to look over everybody's. I forgot to unequip Fusoya of his energy staff, so I don't have that for Rosa. You know, Kitty, I don't have a staff for Rosa. It's really sad. You know, some people, it seems like some people only do some things because they're getting paid. That's just really sad. But at least Rydia has 64 wisdom, because that's totally a multiplier. And why do I keep screwing this up? Cecil, 60 strength, 9 attack multipliers. That's not bad at all. Rosa, 60 will. I'm just quickly glancing over everybody. Kane has 8 attack multipliers. Ooh, if I can get him 1 more strength, he'll gain another attack multiplier. He has 2 based on his speed. Because for every, well, it's agility in this game, but for every 16 speed or agility, you get a 2nd attack multiplier, so that's really nice. And then, like, 8 for every strength. Every 8 strength, you get 1, so. Do I have something I can give you, Kane? Like a... No? That's fine. Anyway, I kind of want to... Do I want to do that? Because that'll drop his defense, like, impeccably low. Well, just so I don't have to worry about him, I'm going to put Cecil back on the Avenger for now. Will that boost you up to 10? Yes, it will. Because we boosted his speed. Okay, Moon Monsters, it's back attack. We don't fight back attacks. We don't fight back attacks. I've gone over this many, many, many times before. I'm not running to say, hey, look, I'm running, look at me. I'm not being professional. I'm just saying I don't fight freaking back attacks when we run away yet. Thank you. I don't fight back attacks. Never have. Never will. And I don't even have antidotes. Luckily, I do have the Asuna spell, which is infinitely more useful, I think. Why it's 20 MP to cast, I don't know. And I'll probably never find out. I wish I could dash. I wish I could dash. I wish I could dash. Dashing is awesome. Isn't it, Kitty? Meow into the mic. No, meow into the mic. Don't rub your face on it. So we're walking in the vacuum of space without helmets. How does that work? I don't know. Got me on that one. I'm usually full of answers as to why, like, plot point... Well, not that this is really plot, but, like, why certain things don't make sense. And that one I just can't explain. Magic. I didn't want to do that, actually. I saw those guys and I thought, poison, and I totally lost it. No, that'll do. I'm not particularly worried at the moment. I'm not worried, you shouldn't be worried. Do I have enough? Because screw it, I'm going to use a cottage. Yeah, I've got more than enough cottages to last me through the rest of the game. Spoiler alert, it's almost the end of the game. I said that in the last episode, this should be nothing new. And not like anything dangerous is about to happen. Actually, something really dangerous is about to happen. I'm going into the final area of the game. But I want a hard save outside anyway. So, Fusoya! Uncle Fu. Where you at? So, crystals! I'm going to steal them all. You could talk to these crystals, but they basically all tell you the same thing. It's like, you have to stop Zemus, and like, we'll lend you our power, so. We will guide you to the path to the center of the moon. Do. I should be quiet for this, because this is actually kind of epic. Yeah! Alright, so, first thing I want to do is go over here, through a secret passage, up above here, and up over here, and monsters! A dark wizard! Okay, so I want to switch out this for the Mage Master. This is why I wanted to leave Edge in the front row, I totally forgot. Crap, I was hoping I could get this done fast enough. If you leave dark wizards alone by themselves for too long, they cast Tornado on you. I mean, like, it won't kill you, but it's annoying. Well, Edge is doing just fine from the back row as far as killing those things, so I guess I can just leave him back there for now. Alright, that ought to do for Kane. You want to keep everybody moderately, you know, healed. So what we got? Ah, new enemies! I'm gonna take care of this guy over here. This little dark wizard. Hopefully soon! Hopefully soon! Thank you. Edge for being awesome. Kane, you can jump. I should probably have jumped on the demon soldier. But whatever, just as long as he gets dead. Flamethrower, this shouldn't hurt. Yeah. I mean, like, of course, it, like, murders Edge. Why, I don't know, but... Okay, no, I'm gonna go with Bahamut, because I'm kind of weak right now. I do have strats for dealing with the demon soldiers, just... Right... Oh. Oh, duh, we haven't gotten Bahamut off yet. Yeah, I do have, like... I do have more MP effective strats against fighting demon soldiers and whatnot. It's just... Right now, I just want to get this fight done and over with. I'm like, okay, so I'll demonstrate the fight. Like, because you use stop on them. Giant-type enemies, except ogres for some weird reason. No, ogres are susceptible to stop. Yeah, I'm thinking of hold. Point worth noting, don't use Sylph on Moon Goddess. Nothing bad happens, it just doesn't work. Why did I do that? Seal Cecil up here. And Edge, just because I can. And for no other reason. I wish we could dash. Wonder what that thing is. Well, trust me, we're gonna find out soon enough. Soon enough. But there are monsters in here. And it's, okay, 2 demon soldiers. So I should have switched to my Engetsu, shouldn't I? I want to get a stop going as soon as is physically possible. I'm just going to deal some damage for right now, and we should be good enough to be able to cast stop and hold. I'm assuming hold works in this case. At least I hope it does. But I do want to get stop going. I know that'll work. Ow. Okay, don't prove me wrong, game. Is hold, like, just a useless bugged spell that nobody likes? Like, I know stop works. I don't think you can multi-target with stop either. I want to switch back over to the Engetsu. I keep forgetting. Even though, like, Edge isn't, like, long-range effective right now, he's doing pretty good, actually. Which is surprising. To me, at least. I'm not used to that kind of result. And you know what? Screw it. I don't even care about the Engetsu. I don't need it. It's frugal. It's frugal like a Moogle. Oh, that reminds me. Well, that reminds me quite blatantly. Has anybody, like... I seriously want to make some more interactive videos, so, like, periodically throughout my episodes, I'm just going to start asking you guys questions I want answers to in the comments. For anybody out there that's into MMOs, how many of you guys have played MapleStory? Because it's been, like, a long time since I played MapleStory. There's a, like, MapleStory and myself, we have a history. Like, I go back with MapleStory a long time. MapleStory is an online MMORPG that's a 2D side-scroller, and it's got like a nice chibi Japanese anime feel to it. It's really cool and sweet. We get the dark gear for Edge. This will raise his speed significantly, but I don't want to give it to him right now because it also lowers his strength, and he just got a strength multiplier, so I'll give it to him later. We could also give it to Cecil and Kane, but they don't need it right now either. At least I believe we can give it to Kane, but anyway, back to MapleStory. After I use Warp, because that's just a more effective way of doing this. Oh, I can't use Warp. Do I even have Warp? Oh, there it is. I'm busy looking for Warp, and yeah, we'll just go back through here. Anyway, back to MapleStory. So, MapleStory came out like well, like I was saying, it's like a 2D anime side-scroller chibi. It's really cute, and it looks really nice. It sounds really cool. It's been around since 2005, and I started playing it back in 2005. But like periodically, like from 2005 to 2007, we played it like consistently, and then from from 07 to like 09, we didn't play it at all. And then like in 2010, we played it a little bit more, and then like a short time for a while, it was like on and off. Like we played for like 5 months, and then we just kind of lost interest and stopped playing. It's been like a year since I played MapleStory last, and oh my god, so much has changed, but it's like a lot has changed since like the beginning, and I just remember how hard the game used to be. And I'm just gonna keep these battles in. Excuse me. I just remember how hard these games used to be, because it like MapleStory's gotten to the point now where you could easily get to level 50 in a day. I mean, like, the level cap is like 250 now for most job classes, but like, I remember back when you couldn't get like any further than 5 levels in a day, and that was at level 10. Like, if you started the day at, I should probably use a spell, shouldn't I? If you started the day off at like level 10, and you like played all day, you'd be level 17 at like the end of the day. But now you could go from level 1 to 50 in a day. It's ridiculous. I wish I had gold needles for Kane, but I'll just use Asuna. I just remember so much stuff has happened. That game used to be really hard, but I liked how challenging it was. I mean, like, sure, I didn't get anywhere ever, because once you get up to like level 40 and the experience gain was so poor. That's gonna pop in the mic, won't it? In any case, just like, it was so hard, and that's why we stopped playing for a time. But then, like, when updates went through, we have a Fire Butte. That's a whip for Rydea, which I won't use because it doesn't increase her intelligence at all. In fact, it doesn't give her any. But, like, MapleStory, it's like, from what the original experience rate was, it went from, okay, so if the original was 1, plus the time is 1, it's up, like, 10%, not 10%, it's like 10 times what it was, if not more. It's probably more along the lines of like 50, not 50, but like 20, maybe even 25. So it's like, it's ridiculous just how easy the game has gotten. I liked the game when it was challenging, and here we're going to start getting some Dragoon equipment, which, what did I get? I think I got the shield. Yes, I did. The Dragoon equipment protects you from all what? The Dragoon equipment protects you from all elements. Yeah, the Dragoon equipment does that. I'm thinking of Cecil's ultimate equipment, which does different stuff depending on the... I'm just going to run. Cecil's ultimate equipment, I'm just going to break it to you right now. It's really game! Cecil's ultimate... this one I can deal with. Cecil's ultimate equipment is called the Crystal Armor. I don't know if they changed it, but the Crystal Armor, different pieces of it do different things, so that's cool. And I should just be attacking before she embraces one of us and petrifies us at the cost of giving us health. Okay, it's the cast. Kill the lady. Kill the lady. In any case. But yeah, like, if you guys are interested in, like, MMOs, try MapleStory. It's free. It's free to download. Go to maplestory.nexon.net. It's really fun. Or just go to nexon.net and find MapleStory from there. It's a fun game. And if you guys want to play with me, because I'll certainly be playing for the next while at the very least, Make a character, when you go to make a character, make it on the Belican server, and you guys will find me. Because my name is the Frugal Moogle. I have a Zero Gear Plus character, but that's on a different user. I've had like 4... Oh, crap. Wow, you guys are... You're early. I've had like so many like user IDs for MapleStory because I know what they are, but apparently Nexon.com forgot that I exist, so I can't access my stuff anymore, and this is going down really bad. These guys don't have a lot of health, but they will counter everything you do, magical or physical, with... Ow. Maybe we should have, lightning protection. Everything you do to these guys, they will counter, so you want to deal as much damage as quickly as possible. I mean, if I were higher levels and dealing more damage, I wouldn't really care. But... Oh, I forgot to do something! I forgot to do something! Oh, man. Now I have to leave. Oh, crap. Well, then just remember this area for later. Crap, I have to leave. There's something I have to do. It's like right at the beginning of the dungeon. It's like not skippable. Well, it is skippable, but I don't like skipping it. Because it's pretty cool. Crap, now I gotta go back all through this again. And that's what happens when you play the absent-minded game, recording super late at night. I don't even remember where to go. So we have... Oh, it's just over here. I'm an idiot. Oh, it's up there, actually. Okay, so remember this thing in Secret Passage, woohoo, and we go through here. I didn't even revive Cecil. This is some real, like, professional stuff right now. You guys are seeing, like, the cream of the crop for Final Fantasy Let's Players. Speaking of Final Fantasy Let's Plays, Supernova Star, if you're watching this episode, or if you watch my stuff in general, I hope you do, but like, you don't have to. It's not like a requirement, but Final Fantasy X is going swimmingly right now. I'm really enjoying it. Even though I'm not commenting. Just because I'm not commenting, don't think I'm not watching. I've just been, with work and stuff, I've been busy. And since I'm still talking Final Fantasy Let's Plays, DKS3A, Final Fantasy, well, 7 has been kind of like hit and miss for me lately, but 6 is going awesome, and I want to be in there. What's going on? So I want to go up here and grab monsters. Ah, game, I forgot that was in there. Uh-oh, we have stuff to deal with. So I'm going to... Wow, that didn't kill you? I must have just got bad multipliers, because I'm attacking from the back row, my accuracy is lower, and stuff. You know, I'm just going to heal, and then I'm going to Leviathan... Not Leviathan. Leviathan will probably work, but I'm going to Bahamut to be safe. So I think that's everybody, all of the enemies, except the Dark Mage in the bottom. And now he has two, have all taken hits. I just want to make sure that Bahamut can... Ow! That's a lot of magic. Give that back. I wish there was an item in this game that drained MP from enemies, but like the Drain Sword, but from magic. That'd be really cool. Because I hate using the Psych spell. Oh wow, that was more effective than I thought it would be. Anyway, we get some experience, Edge gains a level, Cecil gains a level. What I want, though, is what's inside the chest, and it's a Sage Staff. I don't know if the Energy Staff is better than the Sage Staff, but it's there. And this thing's actually pretty good. So let's check her stats. So 61 will... 61 will without an item that increases... Without a weapon that increases her will is actually really good. So... Ooh, we got Artemis arrows. When did that happen? Probably got it in the chest, didn't realize. Ooh, 15 increase. Yeah, 76 will. Look at that. Okay, that was a pretty quiet whistle, if I do say so myself. But if you heard it, more power to you. I have to stop this episode. This has been going on for 20 minutes. I'll get to the... No, I'm gonna run. I gotta end this episode soon. I'll start now, because I'm really close. If you guys like this episode, be sure to click the like button, and Guys, stop it! Hit the annotations on the video so you can watch the next episode and the previous episode. If you're watching, just go! play Mega Man X. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to do that. And tell your friends, your family, your loved ones, anybody that might enjoy a good rambling idiot that's super duper tired, or anybody that likes Final Fantasy games or whatever. So I'm going to talk to this sword in the next episode of Final Fantasy IV, and it's going to be a good day.